on radio, on YouTube, and on your smartphone. This is TTUTA Speaks. We invite all listeners to tune into I-95.5 every Thursday morning at approximately 7:25 for TTUTA Speaks, a program which highlights local, regional, and international issues affecting the education sector. Good morning to all listeners and welcome to TTUTA Speaks. I'm your presenter, Barry Joel Desaine. Men or women? Which of the two are more intelligent? If you solely consider the outcomes of the education sector, you might think that women are the more intelligent of the species. This is because from preschool to university, girls have overtaken boys across the academic spectrum. With newspaper headlines like "Girls Out Front," "Boys Lagging," or "Girls Outperforming Boys," for several decades, the underperformance of boys has been the main talking point of the media after SEA or CXC results are announced. This gender disparity has also been observed in many other countries. So does this suggest that women are more intelligent than men? The simple answer is no. There is overwhelming consensus in the scientific community that men and women do not differ in general intelligence. So why are boys not performing as well as girls in education? This has been the subject of inquiry for many researchers both here and abroad. While several factors were identified, there are three which are most significant. These are 1. The rate of brain development between boys and girls, 2. Boys who are deprived of a father, and 3. The lack of male teachers. We will briefly examine these. Firstly, it is an undeniable fact that girls naturally mature faster than boys both physically and in relation to non-cognitive skills. Girls generally develop skills in planning, organizing, and impulse control about a year before boys do. To understand the impact of this factor, author and researcher Richard Reeves explains that getting schoolwork done requires your impulse control to match what psychologists refer to as sensation seeking, that urge to go and do something more fun, more exciting. And even in the most difficult years of adolescence, girls have a reasonable balance between impulse control and sensation seeking. But it's a very different story for adolescent boys. They have higher level of sensation seeking and significantly lower levels of impulse control. Reeves suggests that in order to compensate for this disadvantage, governments should allow boys to begin schools at least 1 year later than girls. Boys who are deprived of a father are also placed at a disadvantage in their education. The number of single-parent homes have steadily increased in the last 50 years, and in the vast majority of these cases, children live with their mothers. Research shows that unlike girls, boys who are deprived of a father perform lower academically than those whose fathers are involved in their education. Best-selling author and ARC researcher Dr. Warren Farrell aptly says that, and I quote, "The boy crisis resides where dads do not reside." He points out that apart from poorer academic performance, boys whose fathers are not involved in their lives are more likely to suffer from depression, to commit suicide, become addicted to video games, drugs, or alcohol, or to commit crimes. Dr. Farrell advocates for governments to implement what he refers to as dad-enriched parenting policies. The third significant factor which contributes to lower academic performance among boys is one which was highlighted in the previous segment. It is the lack of male teachers in the teaching service. A profession that was once dominated by men, the number of men involved in teaching has staggeringly decreased in the last century. This is a very serious concern, as male teachers are important role models, especially for those boys who do not have a father at home. Male teachers are also known to be more sensitive to the specific challenges of boys in the classroom and tend to be more active and interactive in ways that appeal to boys. Additionally, there is also some evidence that male teachers help dispel the notion among boys that reading and writing are not for them. Male teachers in subjects like English, which is where boys have fallen far behind girls, can be a game changer in a similar way that female teachers historically helped girls gradually excel in science and mathematics. In closing, it must be said that almost nothing said in today's segment has not been said before. TTUTA, other stakeholder organizations, and many eminently qualified educators have presented these findings in the past and have offered suggestions. Subsequently, it begs these questions. How is the Ministry of Education addressing this problem? Are there parenting policies in place to encourage fathers to be actively involved in their sons' education? What strategy is being used for recruiting and retaining more male teachers into the teaching service? Until these factors are adequately addressed, we will continue failing our boys as a society. You have been listening to TTUTA Speaks. To contact us, please dial 610-3850. That's 610-3850. Or you may email our president at president@tuta.org. That's president@ttuta.org. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel where recordings of interviews, events, and other materials are uploaded regularly. Like us by giving a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and subscribe.